I just want to eat whatever I want, whenever I want. I ate 2 big plates of lasagna in one day, but I'm really noticing that I'm losing weight. Hello everybody, so today I want to start a new series. I recently discovered the intuitive eating. Obviously I'm vegan, so I want to start a vegan intuitive eating series. I will probably do one video and it will be more or less what I eat in a week or how my journey is going. It depends really on what I want to do that week, what I want to tell you guys, because I want to document my journey and be accountable to myself, because every time I tried a diet, I tried to lose weight, I was always binge eating. I really started a week ago on the 11th of November, and this video will be uploaded for Friday, hopefully. I just want to share with you what's the intuitive eating and what I will do during this week, during this series. So intuitive eating is really just eating wherever you want, when you want, and in the amount that you feel comfortable with. I mean, obviously I know that eating veggies, eating a bit of grains is healthier than 5 cookies. And I must tell you, I'm really changing my perception of food, because I grew up with a vision of dieting. Like, I have been dieting probably all my life, and for this reason I was always binge eating, because I was stressed, I was overwhelmed, and my emotions rang me to eat loads and loads of food. The thing is, if you are deprived of something that you are craving, and for example you say, okay, I'm gonna have just on Saturday night, I'm gonna have pizza and ice cream, for example. Knowing that you can have just that pizza and ice cream once a week, the problem is you are going to overeat on that day. Probably you're gonna eat maybe double the calories of what your allowance is. And that's what I experienced, at least. Like, I was doing this as well. I tried this method as well, but it didn't work. As I'm getting older, I'm always heavier and heavier and heavier. So I'm just changing the way I eat the food. I'm changing the habit to eat whenever somebody else in my house eats. So I'm not respecting myself doing this. I just want to eat whatever I want, whenever I want. Like, if I'm craving not chicken strips, I'm gonna have that. If I'm craving cheese, I'm gonna have cheese. If I'm craving pizza, I'm gonna have pizza. In this way, I noticed that I'm eating a lot of things that I like, but in smaller portions. As you will see in my next video, I ate 2 big plates of lasagna in one day. And then after a few days, I ate another portion of lasagna. Now my craving of lasagna is gone. I probably ate like 2,000 calories worth of lasagna in 2 days, I'm not sure. But I'm really noticing that I'm losing weight. I noticed that my arm is not that big. My belly is starting to come off. Actually, I got a 16 size. Let me see.
I cannot see.
I'll tell you later what size I'm wearing. But anyway, I feel it like it's larger, because I'm eating just what I want when I want, and this gave me freedom of eating. I do not feel guilty anymore, because if you feel guilty, you're gonna binge eating again. That's what I read in the book of intuitive eating. That's what I experienced. I already found out what kind of eater I am, and I really didn't expect that. I will probably talk of this in another video, but anyway, I love the way I'm eating, the way I'm relating to food, the way I feel free to eat wherever I want. For example, earlier I ate a little bit of marzipan bite and I feel completely satisfied. Something that I ate for breakfast, like I was at 7 o'clock, I was having this, but it's still here because I don't feel the need to finish that. And another thing is, I do not eat anymore while I'm doing something else, like watching TV or like working or like something else. I don't do it anymore. I just focus on my eating. I focus on my, hunger. And if I'm not satisfied, I continue eating. If I am satisfied, I just stop. So it's something really that I'm really working on. It's just my relationship with food, my feelings, my sensation of hunger was really gone. I didn't really pay any more attention to sensation of hunger. So now I want to talk about myself. Everything started, I think, when I was 7 or 8 years old, because until I was 6, I was very skinny, I was thin, and I was the taller girl of my class. But I remember that I was 7, 8 years old in this picture, and I was overweight. I didn't was obese until my probably 25 years old, I don't know. But I remember that my relatives forced me to eat a huge amount of pasta at lunchtime. In the morning, I was forced to eat milk and biscuits or cereals. I hated milk for all my life. Like, my mom told me many times that when I was a baby, I was hating my milk. Like, I didn't want any milk because I had the formula milk. I didn't want it. I didn't like it. In the high school, I don't remember how old I was, probably 14, 15, but I remember that I weighed myself and I was 64 kilos. Now, 64 kilos for 156-7 centimeters is a lot. So I was probably overweight, maybe even obese, I don't know. I will just put the BMI, some picture, to see how heavy I was. And I felt like I was like 200 kilos. The strange thing is, now I'm nearly 100 kilos, so I'm 98 kilos. And it was like, yes, I know I'm obese, I know I'm fat, but I didn't realize how big I was compared to what I was weighing when I was 14, like 15 years ago. So now I think I just found a way of eating differently. The heaviest weight that I had was 120 kilos when I was pregnant, because during my pregnancy I was like, oh, I know I'm gonna be fatter, I know I'm gonna be bigger, so why should I avoid to eat, I don't know, like a full block of cheese or something like that. And then I was even heavier, because at a certain point, like 7 months pregnant, I didn't want to go on the scale anymore, so I just didn't. More or less when my child was 1 year and a half, because I think I was a bit in a depression mode, something like that. So I was in a very dark place until my baby was 18 months old. And when he was more or less that age, I started to concentrate on my weight and on what I was eating. So I started to counting calories, and I lost more or less 25 kilos, 30 kilos, something like that. But I noticed that I was really stressing about calories counting, and that's what I stopped a few months ago. When I went vegan, I just stopped counting calories because it was hurting me in a way, like it was not in the right mindset, so I just stopped. Now I'm starting this journey. This is my weight story. I am not very proud of it, not because of the weight, because there are a lot of people that are overweight and they feel fine, they feel nice. But for me, it's something that I never ever really liked. But the biggest problem is not the weight, is that I have pre-diabetes. It could cause diabetes. So in my family, there is high pressure, there is diabetes. And one thing that I noticed during pregnancy was that when I was eating a lot of carbs and a lot of sugars, I had a strange sensation in my mouth, like a very specific taste. Even now, when I eat a lot of carbs, I feel that sensation. And that sensation lasts until the morning after. So now I'm more conscious about food, portion size. I was like eating huge portions because I was not feeling the hunger anymore. So now I feel a lot better, and that's why I decided to start this series. So it will be about intuitive eating, veganism, because I'm currently vegan, not 100% vegan. Sometimes I have some sweets or something that has dairy or egg in it, but normally I try to eat 99% vegan, and I try to eat whole foods when possible, and will be even minimalist because now I'm trying to put less ingredients in my meals, because I figured it out that when I was worried about eating more veggies, eating more fruits, I was eating too much, because I was thinking, oh, I need to eat 5 a day. I need to eat more veggies, more fruits, more healthy stuff. Like for example, in my smoothie this morning, I put 2 bananas, peanut butter, protein chocolate powder, and some non-dairy milk. And then after making it, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I should eat some fruit. No, I do not eat any fruit because I put 2 bananas already in my smoothie. So it's probably already two a day. At lunchtime, I will normally have at least 1 veg. It depends what I'm eating. Like if I eat mushroom pasta, I just put probably just mushrooms, and I love mushrooms. I'm eating like loads and loads of mushrooms lately. So I do not think about the rules anymore. That's one of the intuitive eating. You do not follow rules. Obviously, I know that eating fresh food like veggies, like fruits and all that kind of stuff is healthy. I know that. And I try to eat as much as possible. But if I want lasagna and the only veg that is in the lasagna is the tomato sauce, I will cope with it. I don't care anymore. Because if I need to eat a lasagna, okay, and I really like the taste of Italian lasagna, that apart from onion, carrots and tomato sauce, there is nothing else. Apart from that, if I eat the lasagna and then I eat like cauliflower or broccoli, I cannot enjoy the taste of lasagna anymore. So I'm just really trying to avoid and to forget everything that the society says, everything that people says, because you need to lose weight. I don't care anymore. I just want to be free from the sensation of dieting, from the sensation of, oh, I cannot eat that chocolate, that mini chocolate, because if not, I will get fat. I don't care anymore. If I want that chocolate, I will eat chocolate. Like for example, yesterday I ate some Burnville fingers, and today I ate marzipan bites, and I don't feel guilty. I don't care anymore, because if I don't care, I can eat whatever I want and I'm still losing weight, because my clothes now fit better. So if they fit better, it means that I'm losing inches, fat, water, whatever it is, but I'm eating less, because I am obviously selecting my type of foods, my things that I want to eat. Like if you give me, I don't know, broccoli, I don't like broccoli, okay? I just eat broccoli in like kind of pies. That's the only way I eat broccoli, is because I don't really like broccoli. I like kale, I like cauliflower, eggplant, zucchinis, a lot of things. But for me, broccoli is not nice, okay? So if I eat that just for the sickness of eating something healthy, I know that I will binge eat on something else. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm selecting my foods. I'm just eating what I like, and it's working for me. Obviously, it's just the first week, but I'm trying to forget the sensation of guilt, the sensation of dieting, the sensation of like going out with friends and cannot eat that pizza slice, because if not, I will get fat. I don't care anymore. I will just sit down, have a chat with whoever is at my table, and just focus on my food, on my experience of enjoying food. I think one of the best pleasures of this life is food. The food doesn't need to be a way of feeling guilty, guys. Okay, so more or less this is my story. More or less that's what I'm doing. I hope I was not really chatting too much and, you know, going in so many different directions. If you like my videos, if you like my channel, if you like what I talk about, if I seem nice, please hit the button subscribe and put a thumbs up. And if you want to like and comment the video below, it's even better, because that's the best way you have to support this channel and myself, obviously. I really love you all, guys, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.